save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. Yes, I'm doing exceptionally well today. Wanna know why? Wanna know why I'm doing well? Because my viewer count has been going up. My subscriber count has been going up. This channel has been blowing up. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. Listen. I came out here and I said that this was my thing and that I was gonna be focusing all of my attention on this channel and trying to do extra things, and I have been. Okay, there's been 101 different things been going on, but the biggest thing that happened lately is my female viewer count has gone up. You know, for the longest time, I checked my algorithm, and I was like 99% men. Just 99% men would just watch my channel. That was it. And I found that very strange because I know that my daughter's subscribed and I know that my wife subscribed. So I'm like, what is this 1%? Is that just my wife and my daughters? But now, since I started listening to Taylor Swift and started doing Taylor Swift videos and became a Taylor Swiftie in training, okay? It seems like I'm now getting females watching this channel and they're requesting videos from me. So as you know, I always aim to please as far as it comes to this channel, and that's what I'm here for, is to try to help the consumer to not get ripped off, to help the consumer to be able to get the things that they can't afford, or try, different ways to get what you want to get without having a very tight budget, or just in general, just not getting ripped off. Because if you've been watching this channel for a long time, you know that I have been battling for years. It's been years, literally. It's been years that I've been scammed from eBay. I've been scammed from Amazon. I got scammed from Macari. Listen, it's not easy to be a collector nowadays because there's just dishonest people out there. There's lousy, no good, dishonest people out there. And I will tell you that when it comes to Taylor Swift stuff, my older male viewers that watch this channel that you're into the heavy metal and hard rock and everything, listen, you're not oblivious. You know that there is a humongous Taylor Swift fan base, okay? You got the Swifties out there, and you got just people in general just like listening to Taylor Swift. I personally really enjoy her music, and if you watch my reaction video where that reaction video was a big mistake, because what happened was everything that I record, I like this channel to be 100% honest, so everything I record, I put on the channel, and then what I do is I'll put it up there, because listen, if I feel like I had the need to record it, then it needed to be posted. It was something that came from the heart, and I felt like it's something that had to be up there and posted. Unfortunately, it was me pretty much breaking down. I was kind of breaking down because it just seems like Taylor Swift's music came to me during a very, very tough time in my life. I was going through something, and her music was kind of like poetry. It kind of spoke to me, kind of like a Bob Dylan or a Beatles or just there's been people in my life or groups in my life. You probably have them too. Comment below your group that has like inspired you. You were down, and you were like on your hanging onto that last. You get hanging onto that rope. The last. I'm not even making any sense. Listen. You're upset. You be upset, and then all of a sudden this song comes on the radio, and it brings you joy. Okay, for the longest time, and still to this day, mine has been "Hold On" by Wilson Phillips. Okay, now hold on for one more day. Do you know things change? But hold on for one more day. Free from change. Whenever that song comes on, I gotta stop and I gotta start singing. And that's the way it's been lately with the Taylor Swift stuff. That Taylor Swift stuff comes on the radio, I get excited. Like I have a Sony Walkman thing that I carry around with, and I plug into my wife's car when we're driving. I listen to Taylor Swift while we're driving. If we're doing whatever, we're door dashing or whatever we're doing, I'll be listening to Taylor Swift. And so when it comes on the radio, I get overly excited. I'm like, oh, it's on the radio. Oh, Cruel Summer's on the radio. Stuff like that. I'll get excited about it. So, with that said, now I have female viewers that are getting scammed and ripped off also because they are Taylor Swift collectors. And I wanted to make this episode because I'm kind of excited. If you've been watching the channel, I've been on the hunt for this Taylor Swift Folklore collection. I already ordered it twice off of eBay, once from a guy from China. And if you watched my video, I had to get the FBI involved, because what happened was that I received my package in the mail and it was all bootleg stuff. So I contacted the seller right away. I'm like, sir, I just want to return these for my money back. I didn't even give him like an excuse or anything. It wasn't like, I was just like, I want my money back. it says that you have a return policy, money back, you know what I mean? And I want my money back. I'm not satisfied with the product. And he's like, oh, what's the matter? You don't like my work? And I'm like, no, to be perfectly honest with you, what you sold me was a bunch of bootlegs. You sold me a bunch of fake Taylor Swift CDs, which to me as a collector are useless. They're worthless. They're worthless to me because all they are is worth the paper that you printed on them and the CDs that you burnt them on. Because in the collecting world, okay, if I tried to sell a bootleg set of Taylor Swift Folklore albums to a Taylor Swift collector in the future, let's say I drop dead and my kids want to sell my Taylor Swift collection, I want them to be able to sell authentic things. I don't want them to sell fake things. They're not going to get their money selling the fake stuff because the fake stuff is worthless. So I wasn't even hard on the guy. I just told myself, listen, I'm not happy with the purchase. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, your work, but I would just like my money back. He's like, oh, no, sir. He goes, what you want to do is you want to rip me off. And I'm like, I want to rip you off. I'm like, I just want to, I'm willing to return my goods and you return my cash. This is very simple. I'm not trying to rip you off anything. I'm not going to gain anything from this. In fact, it's kind of a little bit of a pain in the neck because now I got to drive to the post office after you send me a label and I got to return it back to China. And the guy was like, how about I come to your house and I live with you? And I'm like, what do you mean you come to my house? He goes, I got your, and it went on and on through text. I mean, it was message through eBay. And it was like, I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to live with you. We'll become partners. And I started getting a little bit nervous because think about this now. You purchase something from eBay. That person that you purchased from eBay or whoever, Amazon or Macari or wherever you're buying from, they got your address. They got your mailing address. They know where you live. And now this guy's telling me he's going to show up at my house. I got people that live in your area. I'm going to come visit you. We're going to be partners. I got scared. I got scared for my life. I got scared for my family. I'm like, listen, all I wanted to do was buy a Folklore 8 CD set of the real Folklore albums. You sold me fake bootleg stuff. I want my money back. That's what I just want my money back. You take your stuff back. You go try to do whatever you're going to, hopefully you won't resell it to somebody else, but I know you will. I know you will because you got 5 different storefronts or 7 different storefronts and you're selling the same exact thing on all 7 different storefronts just in case you get caught. And know how I know this? Listen, a young lady asked me to please elaborate on how I know whether or not things are scams and not on eBay, especially when it comes to Taylor Swift stuff. And I'll tell you, number one thing, check the feedback. Check the feedback from the seller that you are buying from. Number one, let's make this first. Number one, don't buy anything from China. Okay, don't buy any Chinese Taylor Swift releases. You can buy the Japanese ones. The Japanese ones are on a level. Okay, I'll tell you right now, I purchased Japanese Taylor Swift CDs, and they are beautiful. They are, some of them come in 7-inch size. I'm going to do a video on it sooner or later, my Taylor Swift collection, but they come in 7-inch vinyl size covers, kind of like I did a video not too long ago on the Lady Gaga one. They're beautiful. They come in this thing. They come with posters, stickers, and everything, and they're all authentic. They also have a big, long run of just regular Taylor Swift CDs that are just authentic and real, and Taylor sells them in Japan, and they're good. They're good. But these Chinese ones, Taiwan makes a set too, okay, that are legit. And there's a couple other places that have that she actually, these things are produced and they're legit, okay? They may not be 100% like the ones from the US, but they are legit copies or legit versions for wherever you're living. These Chinese ones, though, they're not. These are just 100% fake. So she asked me, how do I tell the difference? Number one, check their feedback, okay? So let's start. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Let me rewind a little bit. First of all, let's say you're looking for, and I'm going to use, for example, the Taylor Swift Folklore collection, okay? Let's say you're looking for the Taylor Swift Folklore collection, or you want to buy. Number one, you're not going to find it on eBay for less than probably $400 to $800. No joking. One of these things, this is the cheapest one that you could buy this one at regular stores. This is not a big deal. This one's like $14, $15, no big deal, okay? And then we go with the second one here. This is the Target exclusive. This is, I think, Meet Me Behind the Mall. I think that's what they call it. Swifty people, please help me with this because I know I'm going to mess up the next one. I always forget what it is. But this one's Meet Me Behind the Mall, okay? And that one is a Target exclusive one, so you can pick that one up at Target. They sell it right there. That's legit. You can walk into your local Target. You're all set. You're all good. But then when it comes to these other ones, these are the ones that are becoming a problem. These are the ones that you got to watch out for. Now, first of all, scroll down all of your eBay sellers. If the seller is using the same exact photograph for every single thing, it's probably the same seller. Okay, if you look at their names and their feedback, and they have, let's say they have 10 positive feedbacks, or some of them might even have 100 positive feedbacks. Some might even have like 50 positive feedbacks. But if you look at their feedbacks, and they're all, let's say, the first like 20 are the same guy, and then you got 2 that is somebody else. Then you got like 10 that are the same guy, and then you got like 6 that is somebody else, and then there's like 15 that are the same guy. And you go to the different people that are selling the same item, it's usually the same people. So this is like a scam, family conspiracy type thing going on here, where what they're doing is they're giving you a sense of comfort because you look at the feedback, you're like, oh, this person's got 100% feedback. That's great. But really, all they sold was like 10 or 20 CDs, and possibly the person in between the 6 and the 10 that were the same person might possibly be grandma or grandpa that bought for their grandson or granddaughter, or it might be some little girl that bought for herself or whatever and has no idea that she bought a fake. And that's sad. Okay, so you got to keep an eye on that. The other thing is that most of the scammers that sell these Taylor Swift CDs don't have a photo as part of their store. There's no photo there, or if there is a photo, it's like this photo of like a duck or a chicken or something stupid like that. Listen, red flag galore. Okay, just keep an eye out. Look at the feedback. Okay, make sure they're not using the same exact picture. Matter of fact, there was a guy the other day that was selling one, and he wanted $65 for it. $65. And I was like, please don't sell. Please don't sell. I made a video about how these things were fake. Please don't sell. Please don't sell. I don't want this guy to rip somebody off. And then it sold. It was gone. I was like, oh, man, somebody just got taken advantage of. Somebody just got robbed again, and it's breaking my heart because I don't know who that was, but it was probably some Taylor Swift fan that just got robbed from the same guy that robbed me. So what happens is these people always put 2 on. And then it always says last one. So it gives you also that other, like, you know, the buyer in you, what does my daughter call it? I was going to say, what is it? Fear of missing out. FOMO, the fear of missing out. So if it says 2 and it says 1 left, you got that fear of missing out. You're like, I could pay that $50 or $60 now, but I don't want to lose that. It's the last one. It's the last one. It says last one right on it. I'm scared. So what happened was the guy posted the thing, and I was like, literally, I'm like, this is the same exact guy. Different storefront, same photo. To make it even worse is that the photo was a bad photo, and it was even a crack on the cover of the CD. It was impossible for people not to understand that this was the same exact CD photographed, being photographed and used over and over again. So this guy's he sold his other one, and in 2 days from now, it will come up again. Same photograph, same CD. And there's nothing eBay is going to do about it. Not a damn thing. Okay, I've contacted them. They ain't going to do a damn thing about it. And it's sad because these things are worthless. They are not worth what you think they're worth. And some people are paying $60 to $100. These, like I said, these 2 are simple. Okay, you might pay $15 for this at Target. You might be able to get this from like $13 or $12.99 at Walmart. Or you can get at Target too. Sometimes Target has it. But it's these right here. This one right here, which Swifties, help me with the title of this one, okay? And then you got this one right here. Once again, this one is running for water. I believe that's what it is there. And then this one is the real version of the error mistake that they are selling at Target. I'll tell you right now, Taylor Swift fans are not very happy with this release. For 2 reasons. Number one, they're buying it because it's a misprint and it's kind of difficult to find. But Folklore is made to be in black and white, and this photograph is actually a photograph from the interior of the CD. So a lot of bootleggers and scam artists on eBay are actually, what they're doing is they're opening these things up just like this. They open this up, and what they do is they turn the booklet inside out to this picture. Then they put the stickers and everything back on, and they resell it. And you don't even know you're getting the fake one until you got it in your hands. And some kids and older people, they have no idea. This one's difficult to find because, yes, it was some sort of a misprint, or maybe they're just calling it a misprint to try to make a couple extra bucks. I have no idea. But yeah, it should not have a color picture on the cover. It should actually be I believe this one, because this is from Target. This is a Target exclusive. So I think Target kind of messed up, and they either stapled the books together wrong. So something's not right where this cover should not be this cover. So this is all a thing, you know. I mean, this is a big Taylor Swift collecting problem. And I like I said, Taylor's music came to me when I needed it, so I'm backing it up, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that the young men and young ladies, or men in their having midlife crises and starting to listen to Taylor Swift in their 40s, don't get ripped off. Because I'll tell you right now, I want to have, listen, like Veruca Salt's, I need to have it all. I need to have every single thing that she releases, because I'm a completist. You know, you guys watch this channel for a while, you know that I can't just have one. I have to complete the whole collection. So when this young lady asked me, she goes, "Can you please do some more Taylor Swift stuff to show us what's real and what's fake?" That's what this is right now. This is me. I'm gonna show you what I have so far. I do have other Folklore albums, CDs coming in the mail. Hoping they're real. Hoping they're real. I mean, I did a lot of research. I looked around, hunted, and I will tell you that, you know, if you think you're gonna go on eBay and find one of these CDs, the other ones I showed you, not the first two, the ones that they sell at Walmart, Target, but the other ones, if you think you're gonna find them for less than like $30, there's no way, no way. Some of these are unbelievable. There's one that's called I think it's Meet Me. No, that was Meet Me at the Mall. There's she shifted over to the side. Listen, I'm drawing a complete blank on the names of all these things there, but is it something in the field, or we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. But there's one in particular that's really, really hard to find. Hide and seek. I think it's called hide and seek. That 100%. That's what it is. It's called hide and seek, and it's really, really hard to find. Going on eBay for well over $100. So I want you to think about this. Now, if you see a eBay seller selling the complete set for $80, do you think it's real? If only one of them goes for $100? I mean, these were exclusive to her store. You know what I mean? There's a specific way for you to tell that if these were purchased from her store. And I'm going to share with you in a few seconds. I'm going to take these over to the table, and I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on how to tell a real and fake Folklore album. Okay, so I'm going to take them over to the table. Let's go. All right, people, so we're at the table here, and I'm going to show you the difference between a real and a fake Folklore CD by Taylor Swift. These are her variations. I will tell you, I'm gonna make this very clear. If you're buying from eBay, more than likely, unless you find a legitimate seller, you are going to get a bootleg, or you're going to get a fake. And I'm going to try to teach you how to not have that happen. Okay, it's possible, but there's ways to tell. Now, number one, this right here has been, I don't have a bootleg to compare this to, because this was actually purchased by me from the Target store. So this is 100% real, and there's a couple ways you could tell. Number one, I want to let you know that Taylor actually, her parental advisory stickers actually have this extra black on the top, extra black on the bottom. I'm going to get into a little more detail on that later, but if you buy these from the Taylor store, or these come strictly from the Taylor Swift distributor, which is Republic Records, I believe that's the name. Is that the name of the record company? Republic? Yeah, if it's the real deal, they're gonna give you this bigger black parental advisory sticker. The other way to tell is right there is your dead giveaway. Is your, if I can make that clear, let me see if I can pop on that and make that a little bit clearer there for you. Oh, focus, Lamar, focus. All right, there we go. That is the warning piracy sticker, piracy label. I'm going to get to a little more detail about that too also. I will also tell you can tell by the quality of it. And another big giveaway is the staples. Make sure that you have staples on the outside of these things, and it does not look like it's been fudged around with, okay? Because, come on, focus. Sorry about that. We had a little focusing situation there. I don't know why we're having a focusing situation there, Bill. Anyway, let me bring that up a little bit more. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. This is real. This is authentic. Happy about it. Happy to have it. Very difficult to find. They're calling this the Taylor Swift Folklore era. A lot of Taylor Swift fans are not very happy with this, but they need to have it because they're collectors like myself. But Folklore, everything is in black and white. And all of a sudden, here comes this, which is actually a picture from the interior of the original Folklore CD. So a lot of scammers on eBay are actually, what they're doing is they're opening these things up, they're making a slit on the side, they're sliding these things out, they're flipping the booklet inside out, and which leaves it with, so you see how, I can see my staples right there. So what happens is your staples are actually you'll actually see the outside. Is this making any sense to you? The pointy parts of the staples are actually on the outside, and the smooth part like this are on the inside, because what you're getting is a book turned inside out, cut in the side, and it will even have this exclusive Target thing on it. And there is a chance that you may even get this sticker, because what they do is they'll buy from the regular Folklore album from the real distributor, and they'll just turn it inside out, and they'll charge you $30 plus for a fake bootleg. So be careful with that one, okay? So let's go for comparison here. So I'm gonna go. So the fakes will be on the left. The left, is that my left? Yeah, my left. It'll be your left too, I think. And the reels will be on the right. And we'll see how we can tell. Ready? Here we go. So, let's look here. First of all of these fake ones have almost like a bluish, weird tint to it. Now, I'm not going to open up all of these because some of these I don't have all opened up, and I want to keep them sealed because I do have I have Folklore downloaded already on my Sony Walkman and also on my phone. So there's no reason for me to open all of these up except to examine to make sure that they are real, which I know they are. So the deal is that this one over here, I mean, it looks like. So if you were gonna pick these up from a store, what would you say? What would you think? Which one would be the one that you would grab? Okay, you would probably grab this one over here because it's got the parental advisory sticker. It's got the little Folklore sticker over there. I will tell you that this did come with the Folklore sticker, which when I opened it up, because this is actually in a plastic, because I am going to open this up just so I can give you a little bit of information to help you understand the real from the fake. But it did come with that, and it did come with the big parental advisory sticker like this one right here. So it did have the big with the extra bulky black on top here and extra bulky black on the bottom there. But look what they did over here with these fake ones over here. Let me move that away. It's just a thin parental advisory sticker. And I will tell you that if you want to take this parental advisory sticker off, it is a pain in the neck. This is ridiculous. This is totally fake. And I'm going to show you something else too. So let's go to the back. This is another way. So if you're going to buy Folklore from a dealer on eBay, number one, ask them, you say, if they're just showing you pictures of the front, say, I want to see the back. I want pictures of the back. Wonder why? Because the fake ones or the imported ones will not have the parental warning, not the parental warning, the piracy warning right here on the side of the Republic logo. So that's fake. Flip that around. There it is right there. The piracy logo on the side of the Republic. So, I mean, and also I want you to look at this. The deal is that I want you to think about Taylor Swift in general. You think she wants to sell you inferior stuff? You think that if she's going to put a picture of herself on a CD or a record cover, wouldn't you want it to be the highest quality that you possibly could, especially if you're you're an artist? You want the real deal, right? You want to make sure that your picture looks beautiful. And the Folklore photo shoot is actually a very beautiful photo shoot of Taylor in the woods and in the fields and doing all kinds of different kind of photo type things here. So the deal is, let me crack this one. I'm going to crack this one open because I know that this one is in fact open. So let's open this up. And I'm going to show you something else. So yeah, we got the sticker here. Now watch this. Okay, so that's stuck on there, which isn't this the sticker is normally on the outside of the package. Isn't that kind of ironic that it's on the inside of the package, and this other sticker is on the inside of the package instead of on the outside of the package? A little strange, but let's look at the disc itself. Look at the size of this, and I also want you to look at Taylor right there. Can you make her out? Can you see Taylor? Can you see her in all her beauty right there in this photograph right there? Can you see it? All right. Now let's open up the real one, and let me show you something. And you're gonna see what's going on here. Ready? Boom. The circle in the center is smaller, and is also, see those little, if I can get the camera to pick it up there, these little things on the side here. These like little, I don't know what they call them, but it's some kind of coating or whatever that they put on the disc. But on top of that, look at Taylor down the bottom there, as opposed to the Taylor over here. This tailor down here on the fake one's all washed out. This one is dark and bright, and you can tell that that's tailor. On top of that, look at the picture art on the real one and on the fake one. It's just, it pops. It just pops. You can tell the difference. I mean, I can tell the difference. These all have like a bluish tint. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. I don't know why. I don't know why that's even a thing. But I'm gonna move that out of the way, and I'm not gonna open up all the rest of these either to show you like the insides, because it's the same situation. It's like if you open them up, the art on the inside of the disc. I mean, granted, you flip the disc over and it is a silver disc, okay? So that they're not tricking you with the burnt, purple discs or blue discs like they tried to do with some of the other ones. Like they do with the Beautiful Eyes or the Holiday Collection or whatever. No, they're putting them on a burnt disc, but it's a really, really poor quality sounding disc. It's not good. Not good at all. So let's move on. Now I'm just gonna start showing you covers here. So here is the Target exclusive, meet me at the back of the mall or whatever it is there. But then watch Taylor's face on the bootleg version or the fake version. Okay, now granted, I mean, I'm gonna move this over. Look how dark it is. You can barely even make out Taylor's face. You can't even barely see her eyes. And I think that this is completely sad, because the photo shoot is so beautiful. I think it is anyway. I love black and white photos anyways. I think they're beautiful. But this is like almost, you can barely see her face. Where right here, watch this. There's her face. You can see it. There's her eyes, her mouth, nose. I can see in here. And everything's good. Granted, the lighting in here is a little wonky, but I'm trying my best. But look at that. You can barely see her face. And look, they throw on that exclusive Target thing in there to make you feel all comfy and warm, like you're getting the real thing. Oh my goodness, like this is the real thing. And then you flip it over. Oh my goodness, it's missing the thing. But the real one, there it is. There it is. The warning piracy label. See, obviously, and look at the back picture also. Look at Taylor's face in the fake one. It's all like dark and black and whatever. And then there she is right there. Bright. Pants are bright. Background's bright. It just looks so much better. I mean, like I was saying, if you're a collector, these, you should be... I would be embarrassed to have these in my collection. To be like, this is what I got. This is, it's just, it doesn't sit well with me as a collector. Now this one, let's say we're gonna go with the fake, okay, and we're gonna go with the real. Now, once again, brighter. You can see her face a lot better, and look at the sticker, authentic from the Taylor Swift shop, and the sticker has the extra black on the bottom, extra black on the top, where this is just a little sticker. And actually, this one is on the outside. This one they did not put on the actual thing. This one I never even opened up. It's still sealed. Still sealed up with it. Because I knew it was fake. Because when I turned it around, it was missing the piracy thing. And you could just tell by the colors. It's darker. And the case itself is this. The cases for the authentic ones have like a little bit of a bend to them. It's very, on film, this is a little bit tough for you to understand, but when you push on them, they move. They actually have some bend. They're a softer plastic. These fake ones are hard as a rock, to the point where when you go to open them up, sometimes normally end up breaking the sides right off. They're stuck. I don't know what the deal is. And sometimes when you go to take the paper out for the lyrics and everything, the glue has actually adhered itself, so it's stuck to the actual plastic. So what you have is, you can't even try to, like, if you wanted to take this out and change the covers around or whatever, you can't, because the plastic, the picture is stuck to the plastic. So yeah, not happy with that. Here's the next one. And once again, I just want a lot darker. We got the big parental advisory on both sides. It just, to me, this is my personal opinion. I don't want to put them together, but I want you guys to kind of look at it as like, wow, Now, ready? This is the original, and I will tell you right now, there is a big price difference. It's like $80 right now on eBay to get a complete set of all 8 alternate covers, and right there should be a red flag because this set usually goes for per disc, starting at around $50, $30 to $50 per disc. So you're looking at this. There's somebody on eBay right now selling a real set for like $800. Now, I don't know when I'm going to broadcast this thing or whatever. I'm going to edit it and put it up there, so it might already be sold. It's probably still sitting there for $800 because nobody's going to pay $800. Matter of fact, I think there's a fake set up there for $800 with none of these piracy things on it. But let's watch this. Ready? You can see how you can see her face. It's clear. It's bright. We go on the back here. There she is standing there. It's almost like when I got this thing, I was like, I almost felt like this is too good to be true. It's too good. I finally got it, and it's too good to be true. And I did open all these. I don't want to open them again because I don't want to handle them again. I will tell you, I slit the side of it right here. I slid them all out, and I checked them to make sure that the disc was real. I made sure that the cover art was real. I made sure that, everything, and then I slid this whole thing back on with the parental advisory sticker back on it, and I put it in my own plastic. So this actually plastic on top of plastic, because these things are never going to leave the case again. I just wanted to make sure that they were real and I did not get ripped off again. You see the blue tint? Even the cases themselves have like a blue tint on these fake ones, and the pictures are just so dark. I mean, I'm just... It's kind of depressing. Like I said, this was the set that the guy threatened my life. Oh, you don't like the work I did? No, I don't like your photocopied pictures of Taylor Swift. I don't like how they're so dark that I can't make out her face in some of the pictures. I don't like how these are pretty much worthless. And if I ever want to hand them down to my daughters or sell them later on down the line, because let's say I'm losing my house or my car or something like that, and I'm not going to get anything for them. Nobody is going to want to purchase these things. And I will tell you that these are things that are so like well bootlegged that if you do scan in the barcodes, they do come up as the individual variants on my app that I use to download to keep track of my my collection, because sometimes I forget what I got. I age myself here, but it happens. I forget what I got. Yeah, so I have no one, and I'm not going to open these things. These to me, as far as trash, I kept them around. Because what happened was after the person was done threatening my life, and I had gone to the FBI, and then the FBI recommended that I went to my local law enforcement because my life had now been threatened. They told me they were going to come to my house. They had my address, and they were going to come get me. The guy told me he was going to move in with me, and we were going to start a business together. I have no idea what he was talking about, but it scared me. I got kids. I got a wife. I don't need some Looney Tune, from another country or whatever, calling his boys from this country and say, hey, go visit this guy at his house because he just messed up my multi-million-dollar Taylor Swift CD record merchandise scam that I got going on eBay or Mercari or Amazon or whatever, because they don't know. Yeah, he wasn't happy. He was not happy that I outed him. He was not happy that I complained to eBay. He was not happy that I contacted the FBI. But eBay advised me to contact the FBI because they had read the messages between us, and he was threatening my life. He told me he was going to come to my house. He told me he was going to find me, and it wasn't going to be good. And the last one I finally got in was this one, which is, I believe it's Running for Water, or is it Running for Water? I don't know. I'm probably not getting that right. But this one came in. I was a little bit nervous because this one was actually used, so it did not come with the parental advisory sticker. So I was kind of on the fence. I was like, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? But it's a little bit tough to find. So I was like, I should grab it. I really don't care if it has a parental advisory sticker or not. It's as long as it's the real deal. And I did open up and look at it, and the art on the inside is beautiful. It looks exactly like the cover. If I flip it around, another giveaway on these things is I know that these are U.S. releases, but all of Taylor Swift and mostly our Blu-rays and CDs are all ready. Here we go. Look, let me see if I can get that thing. Disc made in Mexico. So the discs themselves are usually made in Mexico, and usually they'll put on the outside of these things. Some of them you can see better than others. Let me see if I can. Do I have another one over here that has the? Yep. Look at this. Let me see. This is the that one right there. So let me bring it closer, and hopefully you can pick this up. It's right there. It says made in Mexico. If they say made in Mexico, they're the real U.S. releases. I know it's an odd thing. I know, well, if it's a U.S. release, then why are the discs made in Mexico? The discs themselves are made in Mexico. That's just a thing. So if you see made in Mexico on the back, and you see this little piracy thing on it also, you more than likely have a real, authentic Folklore Taylor Swift CD. Where if you look at the fake one over here, like once again, you got this bluish thing going on here, bluish tint. Once again, if I put some pressure on this a little bit, it bends a little bit. And this one is stiff, stiff, stiff. You look on the back. Now, watch this. Look at this. There's Taylor. Can you see her face? Look at her. She's smiling away at you, I think. You look at this one, and look. It's just brighter. It's brighter. Look at that. Let me see if I can get this so you can. It's just brighter. You know, it's just sad that this is what this world has come to. You know what I mean? Like even if I go this side, look at this. I mean, some people might be perfectly satisfied, and once again, I might get somebody that comments, what do they sound like? Do they sound like the original releases? Now, I will tell you that my real first one, and I did play the only one I really opened was the bootleg one, and I compared it to the real one that I had, and I will tell you they do sound similar. If I was a tech person, I could probably put it on a machine and they could probably find out how many bit rates or whatever what they're using as far as burning devices or whatever, and then they could tell me which one is superior. But so I honestly could not really tell the difference in sound quality. But the fact that I know that it's a fake, and the fact that I know how much these things are worth, like I got to tell you right now, this right here, it probably cost them, and because this is coming from a person that I worked in a print shop for 4 years. I also went to school for printing for 4 years, so I know what it costs and what it takes to do something like this. It's probably like maybe $1 to print the cover. It might be maybe $1 or $2 for the case itself, which they're probably getting an even bigger deal because these cases are definitely something going on with these cases. And the burnt discs, the discs to burn inside, you get like 100 for, where I live around my area, you can get 100 of them for like $20. So you do the math on that. They are really, really scamming these people. They are really taking advantage of you if you buy that 8-disc set. Like I said, I got so excited because I'm like, now I don't have all 8 here because I have as I get them in the mail, I will be comparing them more. But to me, this is just not acceptable. This is a disrespect to Taylor herself, who works very hard. In my old view is that like kind of give me some slack a little bit, and give me some flack. They give me flack, not slack. Not give me any slack. You give me some flack about being a Taylor Swift fan or a Swiftie in training or whatever it is. Whatever the artist might be, your favorite artist might be Guns N' Roses or Metallica or whatever it might be. Wouldn't you want the artist or the person you grew up with, or the artist, a singer or a band that you love, the Beatles or Ozzy or whatever it might be? Wouldn't you want them to be making your money? Wouldn't you want to be actually, if you're a real fan, you want them to make you money. You want to give them your money. I would rather go up to Taylor herself and say, listen, Taylor, I want this CD, you know what I mean? And I want the real one, and I'll give you the $35 for this, as opposed to paying $35 for this and getting something that's fake. So for my female viewer that requested that I did more videos on how to tell which is real and which is fake, this is the deal. As I get them in, we will we'll be comparing them. The one that I'm scared the most about is the one that's hide and seek. Hide and seek, I ordered it off of eBay, and I contacted the seller, and the seller said it was 100% authentic, but there was no photograph. I am really taking a chance on this, but they had a return policy, and it was also from like a buyback bookstore. They had good reviews. It was an authentic place, a real place. So, and I made it clear to the guy, I'm like, listen, if it comes in and it's not authentic, it's fake. If it's a bootleg, I said, I'm not going to blame you people, because I know you guys buy used CDs. That's what you do. You take back used CDs, or you buy used CDs, or you get donated used CDs. So I understand that it might be fake, but if it is fake, I am going to return it for my money back and be on the hunt for the real hide and seek once I get that in. But hey, fingers crossed, I get the real one. I'm on my way, guys. I'm on my way. There's eight total, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Which I gotta change the case on this, because I did notice that there was some little things there. 5, and we don't count this one. This is actually number 9. That's the error. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.